simple question for you. Why did you want to come to Pitt?
I mean, growing up, like it was always like my dream to play at Pitt. But when I was in high school, I was not in any way recruited by Pitt because I got a lot better like in college than here. But so when I had decided to transfer, because I had been at Youngstown for a long time and I just wanted to try something new, I initially was planning on going far away from home. I was like, I'm gonna go try for a new experience. And like instantly when I met Coach White, I was like, I want to go to Pitt. Like it was like everything just seemed to make sense. Like this is what I always wanted to do when I was younger, and like I met Coach White, I talked to some players, and I was just like, I know like I'm gonna fit in here, and like this is a good place.
You obviously put up really good numbers at Youngstown State. You guys played Power 5 teams. You played Pitt, I think, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, you played Pitt. What did you learn in those games against Power 5 teams, against ACC teams that, kind of makes you prepared now to join one of those teams?
I just think it gave me a lot of confidence, like playing against teams like that, because I kind of got to the point in the Horizon League where I felt like I was like the dominant force in it. But like when I would go into games like that, I would always be super nervous and scared. But usually it would come out better than I thought. I mean, we didn't win many of those games, but we were able to compete. And I know personally, like I was able to like put up numbers and help my teammates. So I think just looking back to that and then how much I've gotten better just being here in these past couple months, that brings me some confidence.
Mary, you heard what Coach explained that your role was. Just what was it accepting it, and was it any different from what you had at Youngstown State?
It's definitely different, but that I knew that going in here. Like I wanted to go from a mid-major school to a high-major school, and I mean at Youngstown State, like I had to score 20 points a night or we were gonna lose. Like that's how it was. So coming here, like I know I don't need to score 20 points every night, but I know that there's so many other things that I need to bring to my teammates that I wasn't really even aware of like at Youngstown. So I think like our coaches and just my team has just done a great job of really like letting me know what I need to do, how I can bring stuff to the team.
As a sixth-year senior, just what is it being around fellow seniors and so many upperclassmen that have been through these battles and getting that experience and experiencing it in that manner?
It's awesome. When I was at Youngstown, I was the only senior, so I kind of, even though I'd been there for a long time, I was like always the oldest for a while. So I'm used to being older than everyone. But just being around the upperclassmen here are just amazing. I mean, from the day I first came in, like I was like, okay, these people are awesome, and I can't wait to play with them. So.
You mentioned you don't have to score 20 points a game, but there's other things that you can bring.
Mm-hmm.
What are those other things that you want to bring?
I think first of all, just like my leadership, because we have a lot more upperclassmen this year. But like I was a 3-year captain at Youngstown, so I think coming in every day and bringing that aspect to the court, and then also like if you know me, I'm like the most positive person ever. Like I never am like saying anything bad. So I think just always having that side of myself too. And then I just also think that, I think since I've been here, I've gotten so much better. Like I've gotten a lot stronger. I've gotten a lot faster. So I can bring like that I can shoot, and people might not be ready for that. So I think bringing in my shooting, but also my post game, just all different aspects.
Do you have expectations on like where you fit in on the court? Like, are you going to be out there as a 5? Are you going to be with Rita in the starting lineup together? I mean, have you thought about that at all? I mean, I know you're still a ways away from the season, but can you envision like you starting and being on the court, or do you see yourself relieving Rita? Like, how do you think that's going to work out here?
I just want to get in the game and do whatever I can to help my team, and I think that wherever I'm supposed to be, that's where I'm going to be.
What was your family's reaction when you told them that you were coming to Pitt?
They were super excited. Like, I have a really big family, so like all of my cousins and my dad was like ecstatic. This is like my dad's dream even more than it is mine. So like that was like, it was super cool. And like when I like posted it, everyone was like, oh my gosh, and I was like, thanks. So.
Your dad's obviously been a coach for a high school coach.
Mm-hmm.
Was a high school coach for a long time. What did you learn from him growing up about the game of basketball? How influential was he in kind of falling in love with the sport?
He played like the biggest role in it. I think until I was about in 8th grade, I used to be like scared to leave games with him because he would just be yelling at me, and I would be like, oh my gosh. But once I got to high school, like it just like completely changed, and I just realized how much respect I had for him. And it's more of like now he doesn't tell me as much bad that I do, more of the good, and like his positivity just like has helped me and really made me the player I am today. And he's always in the gym with me. Like anytime I'm home, he goes up to the gym. He can't move that well, but he will try to rebound for me for hours. So like, yeah.
What was that like, that first conversation with him when you told him that you made your decision, you're coming to Pitt? Just what was the official reaction from him? What were the emotions for you?
He was just so excited. I mean, he like also like fell in love with Coach White the first time he talked to him. So I think that knowing that not only I would be playing in like where I'm from, but also just that I'm going to be around like such great people, and like that was my biggest thing looking for a new school, was I wanted to have like the best coach ever, and I'm like really thankful that I found that here.
What was it that he said that really piqued your interest, that really got you all in?
I think just like his coaching style is very positive and very uplifting, and also off the court, like that was just so important to me. Like I like met his wife the first day I came here, and like that was just such a cool experience. Like I know his kids, I've been to his house, and I think that I was really looking for that as a 6-year senior who, you know, like I want to obviously work, or not obvious, but I want to work in sports eventually, so I wanted to make connections, and like having someone who I know like loves me as much on the court as off the court is like so important to me.